Finally, DC fans would be so happy because Superman is going to be in MCU. Not the one which represents hope, but the one who represents chaos. I'm talking about Sentry here. Hey guys, welcome to today's video where me, your Super-Palash, will narrate another great theory for you all. In this one, we're going to discuss some theories about Doomsday again. I know there are lots of other movies as well, not just Doomsday, but come on, let me do a bit of more milking since Marvel also does it. So allow me as well, please. Anyways, let's start the video. Spoiler alert, because I will be discussing about some of the leaks of the movie while they were shooting it. So when Russos were shooting for Avengers Doomsday, there were some leaks online, and there were some of the actors also who shared the pictures in their Instagram post and other social media platforms as well. And talking about one of the locations where they were shooting for the movie was Bahrain, which I think was somewhere, not was, but is still somewhere in Middle East. But to be honest, I'm not sure. My geography is very weak and I just got like passing marks in high school, so don't trust me. And according to those leaks, most of the parts were shot in a desert, and few weeks before as well, as we saw in the Wakandan and Fantastic Four teaser of Avengers Doomsday, there was a desert, right, where Namor and other Talukans were living in instead of in the ocean, which I did explain in my last video with some theories. But there is an error, well, not error, but more of a doubt which I am having right now, and that is that we were just shown Shuri, who's the new Black Panther after T'Challa, M'Baku, the new king of Wakanda, Ben, aka the Thing from the Fantastic Four, and Namor, who is now living with other Talukans in a desert. But there could be more actors as well who play characters like Shang-Chi, Captain America, Thor, Ghost, Falcon, and even Dr. Doom himself. And now talking about the leaks, while shooting, we saw Captain America, Shuri's Black Panther, John Walker, and the Thing all in a spaceship traveling somewhere. And I think it's all connected to what we saw at the end of last Avengers Doomsday teaser. So they might all first went to Wakanda to ask for help from Shuri and King M'Baku, then together might be going somewhere out of Earth to find out what's going on with incursions and all, or probably just any other place in Earth itself. But till now we haven't seen any of the leaks of Sentry yet. And if we look at the end credits of Thunderbolts, which we can say was kind of a teaser for Avengers Doomsday, and in that we saw that Bob has now become a book lover. Jokes aside, except Bob, everyone were all in their costume, but Bob was just chilling and reading books as if he was not trying to be superhero anymore. So does this all tell us something? Well, yes, at least to me, since I have some of the great ideas over here, and that's why you're watching the video. There could be a high possibility that we can see an intense battle between Dr. Doom and Sentry, or maybe Void. And the reason could be the new Avengers. Honestly, I don't want Dr. Doom to be just another villain which is evil and Avengers have to defeat him, and at the end of the movie it will be just happy ending. I don't want that. I want him to become the savior and become the god who help all the heroes like Sam Wilson's Avengers, the new Avengers, Fantastic Four, and probably X-Men as well, in dealing with incursions during the whole movie. And then maybe he might become the main antagonist of Secret Wars just because of the way he sees and wants the world to become. He wants to bring dictatorship if we speak through comics perspective, and hence he gets the name God Emperor Doom. But if Russo brothers want to show him as a villain even in Doomsday as well, the fight scenes are gonna be just so awesome to experience in theaters this year. Coming back to Sentry, whatever we have seen, it's just a glimpse of his powers, and to be honest, it's nothing as compared to comics. And in the movie we saw that his powers are equal to 1,000 exploding suns, which is actually a lot. But talking about comics, on the other hand, it was told us that it's equal to million exploding suns. And I'm just talking about Sentry yet, not even Void, because Void is 100 times more powerful than Sentry himself. And the strength which Sentry has in the MCU is completely enough to take Doctor Doom in one-on-one battle. Void, on the other hand, is on another level in the comics. He has literally scared one of the most powerful version of Hulk and has killed Ares and Carnage both by tearing them into two halves, literally. Although in the movie Thunderbolts we just saw that he sends people to some other dimension or probably just traps them with their worst nightmares. But I'm hoping and I feel like Void's powers might change in Doomsday, and maybe we might see a completely different look of the Void, not the same black shadow with golden eyes look from Thunderbolts. So just imagine, there's a fight between the new Avengers and Doctor Doom, and somehow our heroes are dying, or maybe they are so injured that Sentry has to come and take the responsibility to defeat the enemy. Basically, Bob will not have any other choice but to suit up and fight for his friends. And we're gonna see one of the greatest battles of all time if Russo brothers wants us to experience that, between Sentry and Doctor Doom. And we know if Sentry is there, then there is Void too. And obviously in that case, there might be a lot of CGI and VFX in that fight, and maybe that could be the reason that we haven't seen Bob or Sentry in any of the leaks yet, because it would be VFX then. Talking about his powers, Sentry would be most probably same as what we saw in Thunderbolts, but since we saw that Bob has now accepted his inner demon, which is the Void, so if Void appears, then we might see a completely different look as discussed earlier as well. And Russos have now such a great opportunity to make the Void same or similar as comics by giving it a new physical form with a completely new dark toned suit probably, and making him more powerful by giving him more strength so that he can tear god level entities into two halves like comics. Another theory for Doomsday which I have got is we might see a kind of a civil war between Sam Wilson's Avengers and the new Avengers, which we were given some hints about in the credit scene of Thunderbolts, that Bucky and Sam are not having good relations anymore since they have taken the same name, Avengers. So maybe that's why, or could be some other reason that they might fight. And then after the Fantastic Four comes to our Earth 616, they might have to stop but to become one team and then fight for their world, for their universe, and try to prevent incursion, or maybe they might just fight against Doctor Doom. This was all for today. I know it's not that some deep and intense theory, kind of, but not really. Maybe it's just a short fan theory, which I believe that no one has ever covered this theory about Sentry and Doom, and I could be the first one to actually do it. So if you think this theory was awesome, please hit the like button and comment down below if you think that I messed up a bit or left few points as well. And to be honest, I actually did improve because some of my friends also suggested me to add some more points, like some jokes, or maybe be more confident and do hand gestures. Shout out to Gopal for suggesting me some good points for my video, and please share to your friends as well so that they can also see and they also get interest in Marvel movies and videos. And at the last, just subscribe my channel, please. Come on, I mean, I'm getting views but no one's subscribing. Why? Just hit the subscribe button as well. And that's all. Thank you so much. This was your Super-Palash, and I'll see you guys in the next one.